All right, hey guys, we're here in the shop. This is the Horsemen podcast. I'll let you know what's coming up in the shop. Got Dusty here with me today.
What's that?
We're going to talk about the upcoming events. We've got the Magic the Gathering game day, it's 4th and 5th.
Which is awesome that it's 4th and 5th. I thought it was like either the 4th or the. I didn't realize it was two.
Yeah, it's 2
game
days, 1
like
o'clock each day. It's a $5 entry. You get a promo just for signing up.
Which is awesome.
And a promo for top 8. The promo for signing up is the full art Beast Tracker. And then if you top 8, you get a full art foil Magma Quake.
Yeah.
But what's super cool is if you win, you get this this nice full art Nicol Bolas champion playmat. We only have 2 of these to give away, so you got to win one of the 2.
Don't beat this guy. Beat this guy.
Yeah. So we've also got our Warhammer Escalation Leagues going on. Come in on Sundays at 1 o'clock. We've got, there's, 1,500 points right now?
Yeah, 1,500.
It's a great time to come out and learn Warhammer, just hang out with the guys. They're all really nice. They want to get you to come and check it out. We've got a great stock of beginner stuff in if you want to check it out.
Yeah. There's always like tons of people here playing. They're always super nice.
Mm-hmm. We have some of the best tables around, all made by players, which is really sweet.
Like you said, there's a lot of starter stuff over there. I noticed because I tried to get into it a couple times. I'm just like, it scares me because it probably like
It
I'm always
does
like
scare
it's always really intimidating. And then like I was like, I don't know if I want to do this. And then like so I got like a little starter thing. I walked up to the guys and they were just like super awesome.
Yeah,
like,
they
helped me a lot.
They're amazing.
They're really good guys.
We've also got our HeroClix Supremacy League is wrapping up. It's got a Wednesday and Saturday Supremacy League. The winner gets this giant Thanos statue,
which is awesome.
Yeah, it's like Thanos in a Coliseum with like the power gauntlet, and it's terrifying.
Amazing.
And then Yu-Gi-Oh! We've got our last Gen Con event coming up this Friday. You win, you get a 4-day pass to Gen Con, which you've been to Gen Con before, right?
Yeah, it's tons of fun. It's awesome. Where's this one at, actually? Where's this?
It's in Indianapolis.
All right, so that's cool.
Yeah, it's not too far away.
Not too far away at all.
It's like an 8-hour drive, so you can drive down, sleep in, hit it up the next day. It is the biggest gaming convention on the East Coast every year.
Yeah, there's always a lot of cool people there. There's always people dressed up in costumes and stuff. There's just like tons of people you can meet. There's usually some actors there or something. It's always a lot of fun.
Yeah, and they're also having the giant Yu-Gi-Oh tournament they're having there, the Yu-Gi-Oh Extravaganza. So if you win the Yu-Gi-Oh tournament, it's going to be the place to be.
Which I might have to learn how to play Yu-Gi-Oh and just like
just to go to Gen Con.
Just like buy me a pre-con and like So I think Comic-Con and Gen Con are both like just tons of fun. Like, they're both really good.
Definitely. And then last but not least, we've got August 11th, our Battle for the Blades Magic the Gathering Standard Tournament.
I might just take this with me right now. I'm just going to take it and just say I win.
Yeah, if I could tell you how many people have tried to steal that. It's got all 3 swords of the new set signed by the artist. Second place is also like 2 signed flip front and back Huntmasters,
which is an insane second place. I think that's
exactly.
like you can almost have just another tournament just for that alone. You know what I mean? Like it's awesome.
Definitely. And then 3rd and 4th are also a signed Grizzlebrand and a signed Elish Norn, which both are insanely playable cards.
Yeah, you can actually use
worth
those
having
cards.
Framed on your shelf. They look sweet.
All right. Sounds pretty awesome.
Also new in the shop this week, we both read some comics. Check out the new stuff that's on the shelf. What did you read this week, Dusty?
So I read the 100th issue of The Walking Dead with my friend's grandma on the front. That's actually what she looked like. It's awesome. Like just like all the Walking Dead comics, the art's awesome. The story's really good. For 100th issue, I thought it was just awesome. Like it had a really good story. I'm not going to spoil what all happened, but you learn a lot about Rick. You learn a lot about some of the other characters as well.
Definitely,
especially Michelle.
Definitely be careful reading this if you read it and the TV show at the same time, because it can mess with you.
Yeah, definitely. And there's 8 different covers. Right?
8 different covers. We're doing an offer right now. It's $27. We'll get you all 8 if you're a collector. It's a great thing to pick up.
If not, I would just buy this one because this is like by far my favorite one. But yeah, like the story's really good. It's just awesome.
I read Ex-Cop, President of the World. If you ever get a chance to read it, if you are into goofy, over-the-top things, this is your comic. The art's silly, the story's silly. I mean, it is just off the charts. Every page is a laugh. We have a couple extra copies. This is the first issue, so it's a great way to jump into it. This is the first issue of Ex-Cop, President of the World. We've got them up at the front counter. Just because we don't want people dying of laughter and not knowing it. Yeah. So we need to save you.
Yeah, I like the. I almost have the mustache. Like I'm almost there with the.
Mustache.
Yeah.
Then we run around with an axe in the store though. This weekend we played at the Magic PTQ.
Yeah, Magic News, the PTQ.
Yep.
Good times. Up in PA, Legions.
Legions. If you ever get a chance to go up there, it's a really nice shop. They're in Pittsburgh. Definitely worth a visit. The guys were really nice to us.
Oh, yeah, the guys were awesome up there.
Definitely a Warhammer store, though. So if you guys play Warhammer, definitely a good place to go. And,
They had some awesome tables, too. They got some really
yeah,
impressive
their tables, like, I love our tables. Their tables were just as good.
Yeah. Their store was, like, deceptively big, too, because you walk in, it's like the shop looks like it's this big, and then you, like, go down into the earth.
Yeah, go down into the earth,
And,
like 2 stories, and
it's-
then it's just amazing.
So this is really cool.
It's like the definition of a man cave. So you won the Friday Night Magic before we left, right?
Yes, I did, yeah. I built a 18-land Delver deck for the PTQ, and I tried out F&M, and ended up going, like, 10-2 overall from both F&Ms. The 1
Which is
o'clock
really
and 6
good, yeah.
It was really, really cool. We'll talk a little bit more about the actual deck list when we get into the Magic podcast. But, I had a lot of fun. Like I said, went 10-2. Which, like, thank God I didn't run into Dylan Wiley during the F&M because this kid just, like, came out of nowhere. And, like,
huge
crushed.
props to Dylan Wiley. He has been on fire lately. Friday Night Magic, he knocked off. He ran through the gauntlet.
Yeah,
really.
he went through, like, the gauntlet. Like,
He knocked off Kazu, John Tata, and Caleb, which I couldn't think of a harder 3-start lineup.
Yeah,
That's nuts. I got super lucky beating him last round. He would have crushed me. He actually hit like 3 straight lands to lose the game.
Yeah, which he was running blue-black zombies.
Blue Black Zombies, which is down in the comments. You can check it out. We'll have the whole deck
we'll have
list.
his deck list.
It's definitely his deck list. It's got some nice touches.
Yeah, like looking at it here real quick, like he has a couple things. Like I said, we'll get a little bit more detail on that with the Magic podcast. But yeah, like he has definitely some touches you can tell it's him. The one thing I want to point out just straight out is I really like his death marks in the sideboard.
Death marks in the sideboard. Yeah, that was definitely pro. He had
there's a lot of green decks.
Yeah, a lot of green decks running around. He went up to the PTQ. And just destroyed there too. His deck is actually 5. Well, he went 5-2. 5-2 to finish it out, but was 5-1 in contention for top 8. Lost last round. Sucks. But he hit 3 straight zombie matchups, and his deck just turns out destroys the mirror match.
Yeah, I can see that with the dismembers and stuff. I can see it being pretty good in the mirror. Like I watched his last game too. I was watching him and you and Causey play, like trying to watch both, and he actually lost in game 3, so he actually almost made the top 8. Like he was really close.
he was very close. Props to Dylan.
Yeah, that's awesome.
But let's keep getting these former Horsemen guys up in the top 32.
Yeah, I think we definitely made an impression down there, which is really cool.
We also have every week we're going to talk about either an old comic book movie or something new that's in theaters. We all went and saw The Midnight of Batman, the whole trilogy. They played it all down at Carmike.
That was awesome.
Big props to them for getting us in. It was amazing. It was a really good movie. What would you give it on a scale like A through F?
Like I'd say I'll give it an A for sure. I think it was an awesome ending for the trilogy. I thought obviously the quality was good. It was really good. It's obviously Nolan's own Batman. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
So there's a couple things that will make you mad if you're an avid Batman person. Some of the stuff he does, as far as introducing some of the characters and stuff. But for what he did, it's an awesome conclusion for what he did.
Yeah, I think it was a great personal touch. I'm gonna give it a B+. Great movie. Would see it again. I don't think it was better than The Dark Knight.
No, definitely.
I think The Dark Knight was amazing.
We talked about that. Heath Ledger just destroyed that.
Heath Ledger carried that film. I believe that the weight of the series kind of carries this film a little bit, but still insanely well put together. The directing was awesome. Acting was really good.
I think the only actual gripe I have the movie, other than I actually know some of the Batman things, is the Bane's voice.
Bane's voice was terrible. If you played Diablo, he's Deckard Cain.
Deckard Cain, for sure.
But
did the some items.
But I mean, you do what you got to do. Nobody's perfect. So I like the movie a lot. I give it a B+. And you said you give it an A.
Yeah, I'll give it an A+.
We're also every week gonna review a board game that we played recently. This week we played Battlestar Galactica. If anybody is a Galactica fan out there, this game is amazing. It's a blast. It's a little long. You're looking probably about a 4-hour playtime, depending on how good you played or how much you played. Of course, it was our first time playing it, so it took a little bit longer.
Gotta learn the rules and figure that stuff out.
It's really cool though, because at the beginning of the game you get a loyalty card that tells you whether you're Cylon or human, and then you go through the game trying to win either as Cylons or humans, but no one knows which one you are. And it's real deceptive. It'll make you hate your roommates. Guy will come in and be like, "Hey man, can I borrow $5?" It's like, "No, you're a Cylon. Get out of here." But halfway through the game, because there's a halftime, because it's 3 hours long, you get a new loyalty card. So you could have been a human that's become a Cylon, or you could be a Cylon that becomes with the humans. So it's really cool. just changes the game a lot, and the whole time you're trying to figure out who's the Cylon and who's human.
Which I thought was really cool because you get up for halftime, you like go get some drinks or something. Like someone could sneak off and look at the cards and see who was who, but it's like halftime it changes, so it doesn't matter. Like
it was cool. It was a blast. If you guys ever get a chance to come in, the store has a store coffee. If you want to just learn how to play it or set up a demo night, hit us up on our Facebook page. We'd all be more than happy to come down, play a game of Battlestar with you, me or Ron. Let me tell you, Ron is always a Cylon. I don't care if he is a human. He is planning to be a Cylon after halftime.
Plus he's bald, so you have to,
exactly.
He's up to something shady, like right off the bat.
But definitely check out the Facebook page. Check out our website. Also hit up Wasted Meter. The guys that filmed the Full Horsemen F&Ms. Check out.
I'm not sure. Did Dylan get on camera? I think
I don't
he
know.
did.
I don't know. He might have. I know you were on camera, so we'll have a link to that video too.
I think Dylan did go on camera. I'm sure he did. If he went, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm. And then definitely check out our Magic podcast. It's a whole nother podcast that's about 8 or 10 minutes long. It goes really in depth of what happened at Friday Magic, what's going on around the pro circuit, PTQs, what deck lists are killing, what cards you should be trying to trade for right now before they go up.
What cards we're trying to get for the store.
Yeah, what cards the store needs, what cards to get rid of because they're going to plummet. I mean, check it out. If you want to get better at Magic or you just want to check out what's going on in the store, check out our Magic podcast, and we'll have the link up in the top. Thanks for checking us out, and we'll see you next week, guys.
Thanks, guys.